road locker rooms. What's your
Say who?
road locker rooms? You got a favorite road locker room in the league? You care?
Road locker room?
Yeah, your locker room on the road.
Yeah, like,
Visitor locker room.
What about it?
you pay attention to whether
Do you have a favorite
A preference?
in any of these stadiums?
They all shitty. If I'm being honest. Really not the best ones.
What are your?
I think Green Bay, if I'm being honest, that was pretty
Like,
by far, and I've never been anywhere, but I say Green Bay.
what makes that a good one then?
It felt like a locker room. Yeah.
Pittsburgh's big.
Yeah, but it like give off locker room vibes though. Like everybody else get like I can't say it's like park ball locker rooms other places, and then it's like some locker rooms look like ours, some don't.
One of your EQ guys said in Baltimore that he felt like that was one of the worst ones in the league.
One of the what?
One of the worst locker rooms.
Baltimore's?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not that bad.
You're dealing better
it's
with
not
the,
that
with the cold now. Now that you're kind of used to the cold, and even in the league 5 years now, you're used to the cold more than you were like Christmas Eve and New Year's.
I'm still adjusting to it. I say that I'm not all the way there yet, but every Thursday I do like no sleeves when it get cold, so just to
Looked like
get.
you were pretty chipper out there.
Oh no, I was for sure cold today. It was a little.
Why do you do the no sleeves?
Make it feel like game day. You know, going into Thursday, third down with the process of just having everything down for the game, every rep.
Would you ever wear no sleeves? I mean, you gotta wear sleeves.
Nah. I always want to wear sleeves, but nah. I always practice in them. I always did it for a long time. I always did. I work out in long sleeves all the time, but I never played in a game with it. No.
Why?
First, the ball easy to slip, and that's really the main reason why I do it, and so I just stay away from it.
I would have told you after Burrow went down in week 2, you guys would be in the hunt with 5 games to go, 2 games out, first place in the North. I'm not sure you would sign up for it necessarily, but would you have taken it?
Like, whoa, that's a trick question. Hold on, what you mean by that?
Like, you're not going to be like, I want to be in 3rd place. You're not going to sign up for that from that standpoint. But given everything that's happened this year, the fact that you're in it, it is December, and you're playing meaningful football, would you have signed up for it?
I mean, yeah. We've been here before at the end of the day. So it's adversity. It's not our first time doing it. Just got to start off better in the beginning of the season to not put ourselves in this position.
What's Joe been like this week compared to maybe last week?
He's been pretty normal himself. You know what I'm saying? Been a little more talkative, even though we haven't been seeing each other much. So me and him start talking again, just about routes and stuff and everything. The looks we might get. So I mean, he's doing good.
What's it been like to have T-back practicing this week after being out last week?
It's smooth for him. I think we easing him back in right now, for the most part. But just having him out there is a vibe, man. You know, those two guys in general, having them out there is always a good vibe for everybody around.
Excited
They
about
cornered Benford. They're making a pretty good run against some number 1 receivers. Some pretty good numbers. I don't know. What's he look like on tape?
Real handsy. He's just real handsy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He play some press, and he might press a bill.
Sorry?
I say he plays some press, and he might press a bill.
You often talk about guys as handsy corners. Is that a compliment to them?
No, that's just a part of their game. It's not me being a compliment. It's just me describing what they play like.
So what does that mean when they're hand? Is it just a hand fighting? Like
Try to be physical at the line.
Yeah.
Real handsy.
I know it's not what you're paid to do, but when the running game's going well and you guys are running the ball and you're blocking on the edge, is that something you enjoy, to get your turn to get a little physical with the cornerbacks?
No. To be honest, no. No.
Not even when you've got a lead, you're in a flow.
I don't mind coming down and cracking a safety. I don't mind that. But do I enjoy it? No. I wouldn't mind it though. Like, I don't mind giving 3 out of 7 good cracks. You know.
why does the scale only go to 7?
Just trying to make the level low. I don't want to go too high.
What would it mean for y'all to get a win? You know, this was always the toughest stretch of the schedule on paper at the year started. To get a win in the middle of it after what y'all did against Baltimore, what do you think y'all can do for that move forward?
Just carry the momentum on. Defense did a good job of just getting us turnovers, winning a turnover battle. And for the offense, I think we got to come out and execute better, just getting points on the board when we do get a turnover. That's the biggest emphasis going into this next week. Just prepping ourselves and pushing ourselves to be better than last week.
What do you think of this offensive line and how they've played in recent weeks?
If I'm being honest, I think they've been doing pretty good overall past 4 or 5 weeks. And these past couple weeks, when I'm blocking for Chase, he just flies past me. So the old line's been doing really, really good, and it's Chase too.
How would you compare this season for you personally, individually, Jamar, compared to last year, which was obviously a Triple Crown outstanding year? How would you compare it?
I would just say a little different. I mean, I had respect last year, but it's a lot more attention this year. Every year is like more and more attention, but I don't think it was that much different. I think last year was like almost like forcing it to me sometimes, just to like get us opportunities to make plays. But this year is we just out there trying to move the ball, get opportunities to other players, finding mismatches and opportunities.
Have you had to find yourself making more adjustments throughout this season? Obviously, you've had 3 quarterbacks. You've had other things to deal with. Have you had to make more adjustments in your game?
I would just say just trying to balance out the quarterback situation was just the hardest thing on knowing when I'm getting the ball, because it's a little different when they're out there and Joe's out there. Half of the time I know when I might get it with Joe. With Flacco and Jake, it's like every time you got to be prepared for the ball. So that was the biggest difference for me. Just having a captain role this year and embracing it and just being a leader.
How do you know with Burrow, hey, I'm getting the ball here, I'm not?
Can't say.
How long has that been the case for you and him?
Last year at college, I want to say.
So your entire pro career.
Yeah, for sure. By the time I got here, I already knew, like, when I was getting the ball, for sure, yeah.
We asked Joe on, I guess, Wednesday about Joe Brady. What did he mean for you in your career?
He taught me a lot, if I'm being honest. Taught me a lot about offense, concepts, defenses. He really broke the game down for me in a process that in a way that I could really understand, and it helped.
You guys have been in this situation before. What did you learn from a personal perspective and a team perspective last year on what it took to win 5 straight down the stretch?
As a team perspective, I would just say just not giving up. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest thing, and not pointing fingers at someone when it's not going our way. Personal, I would just saying being accountable for yourself and just doing your job, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, doing your job and winning.
There's a lot of young receivers in the league that don't always click immediately from when they get here. Maybe it takes a couple years, not just here, but just everywhere. What's the biggest thing that allows a receiver to come in, no matter where they're drafted, to be a contributor, especially if they're, let's say, a first-round pick?
First, I would say confidence. Confidence is pretty high for a person. 2, I would just say he feels comfortable in the offense. You know what I'm saying? He understands the offense and he's comfortable. And 3, I would just say they're just giving them opportunities to make plays. You know, that's what it comes down to, just finding a way to get your playmakers the ball and let them make a play.
You guys are underdogs, I guess, technically, on Sunday. It's unbelievable with Burrow at quarterback. When you guys are underdogs, it's like you win more than almost anybody ever has. He's unbelievable as an underdog. Why do you think that has been? Why do you think Joe is so good as an underdog in these games?
I don't think Joe is the underdog. I think they looking at the whole team as the underdog in the situation. And I think Joe just doing what Captain America do, saves the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need him to do as a quarterback, as a leader of the offense, of the whole team. You know, we need him to step up and be that guy.
Has he been, you feel like he's always kind of been that, where like when the challenge is placed in front of him, where people say you can't do something, it sort of brings another level out of him?
100%. I think that adds fire to him. Fire to his fuel all the time, man. I think that's what he likes. I think that's really what makes his personality, if I'm being honest.
Are you that way too? You guys have that in common, you think?
Yeah, but me, I'm I'm really self-motivated. I don't really need no one to tell me I can't do something for me to get pushed on. And I'm pretty sure Joe's the same way, but he always hears stuff about himself, so I'm pretty sure that's why.
Do you feel like an underdog in any game that you've gone into?
Like as a unit,
As an individual, as a unit, however you want to look at it?
I never feel like an underdog going into something. I don't think nobody on this team feels like an underdog going into anything or any game. There's too many teams that respects us way too hard for us to be underdogs. I think how we respond to the games we lose, people determine us as underdogs. So it's just how we respond to everything.
Did you just give him a new nickname or no?
Who?
Joe.
What was it?
Captain America? Is
No,
that
no,
his
that's not
nickname?
his nickname. No, no.
Okay.
What's his nickname?
Shiesty. I like Shiesty.
Did you notice anything different, any difference in him after the game on Thursday night? He seemed to kind of save a moment a little bit.
Yeah, I heard that, and I think I seen it after the game a little bit. He was just taking a moment. I think when he got the game ball, just soaking it all in. But I can't blame him though, for him going through all those injuries and coming out how he did in college and transferring, and he's been through a lot.
Is that about as emotional as you've seen him?
I'm pretty sure I have.
I'm sorry?
Like sad, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen him more mad than sad though, yeah.
Oh, you mean when he got hurt? You mean when he got hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about after the game Thursday. Was that about as emotional?
That's what I'm saying. Like he was like more, I wouldn't say sad. Like he was sad. He was happy to be back, so it made him emotional. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time I've seen him like that. Any other emotion, he's pretty pissed off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Right. I mean, we never really seen that.
Yeah, you don't see that side of him. He don't like showing emotion.
Well,
He don't like people reading him either. He don't like people talking to him either.
he probably wouldn't like.
I could really keep going though if I'm being honest, but I'm not.
He probably wouldn't like me asking you these questions.
He probably wouldn't like my answer to these questions. Yeah.
How long did it take you to be on the meter?
Probably like a year. Took a minute because when I first met him, I didn't talk to him either because I don't talk first to people all the time, and we both the same way. So that's very weird for both of us to be the exact same. Because we come in the mornings and we both look at each other and wouldn't say a word, but we saying what's up, but we're not gonna talk yet to each other.
Would you say that Joe, do you get the sense that Joe is good at reading body language?
Hell yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
How so?
I can't say but he's good at it.
Is that a requirement for being a good quarterback? Is you got to be able to read people in their body language, especially when, I think the Yoshi play and how they bend routes and things of that nature. Is that important?
I would say yeah, just because passes are about timing, and you gotta look at the body motions and stuff like that to see when they're cutting. So I would say yeah.
So that game Thursday night, you guys are underdogs. You put up 32 points on a really good defense. Burrow's shaking off rust. T's in street clothes. Does that make you excited for what this offense can do once Joe gets back to normal Joe, you get T back?
If I'm being honest, I've been excited for the offense since the beginning of the season. It just we just hit a bump in the road at the beginning of the season. It didn't go our way, but I've been excited from jump. I knew what we have, what we can have in the future, and our defense is only gonna get better from here.
Do you think you're going to be like fifth guy to get 1,000 yards? And, I don't know. It's another one of these Jemai numbers. Is it something that does that even interest you anymore, or is it just,
To get 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal. I want to make sure I get that every year. You know what I'm saying? That's me being at least me getting to something that I want to reach every year. That's possible. You know what I'm saying? And me capitalizing off what I've done from the previous years won't be easy, of course. So I think me just setting a standard to getting to 1,000 is going to push me to whatever limit I want to be at.
I mean, it seems like it seems kind of easy for you, but I guess it's something that's a number that means something.
I think 1,000 yards means a lot to all receivers. You know what I'm saying? It's just even in high school, growing up, you know what I'm saying? You always wanted to hit 1,000 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns. So you always want to get into the double digits for sure.
Do you know how close you are?
Like 970 something.
Yeah, 971.
I know I keep track of this one.
Yeah.
I for sure keep track of this one though.
Jamar, on the long pass you caught when Humphrey was guarding you, you were able to like decelerate your body and create separation. Is that an instinctual move or was that taught to you?
Pretty much instincts. You know what I'm saying? It really helps me get a feel of where the DB is and where I could hold the DB at when I know the ball's coming to the outside shoulder. So I could fight him off with my left shoulder and hold all the space on my right when it's last minute.
Because the temptation sometimes for receivers to put your hand to feel. This way you don't get penalized. Is that the
Usually when we do the hand on them is either we thinking it's finna be like a little behind us, so we trying to slow down and make sure the DB's not passing us up. So that's pretty much the reason why a lot of people use hands, but you don't really see too many bump them back into their body and let it fall over the top.
When a guy's gonna follow you, like this guy with Memphis, does it even matter because you know they're gonna double you anyway?
I mean, at the end of the day, I still got to win. So it don't matter who following me. That's just like all the other number one corners following me. At the end of the day, they always play man. I ain't gonna say man because they're zone and quarters team majority of the time, 6 strong. So I would just say if anything, he'd play press and the safety would cheat regardless. So that's pretty much every game I played.
Yeah, I think guys as players and coaches take it like one game at a time, but do you look at the rest of the schedule and know the implications of this game and where you sit in the division? Like, do you understand that if you win this game, like what it could do for you, but if you lose, you know, how it could set you back?
Yeah, I understand it, but I don't look ahead of the schedule. If I'm being honest, I couldn't. Do we play Baltimore next week? Okay, see, I know that. I don't know who we play after that. So, like, yeah, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't know the next week at all.
I guess what I'm asking is, if you look at last year and how you guys were able to win out, you faced a similar situation. I know you can't overlook someone, but like, do you feel confident that you guys can go win in Buffalo, stack 2 wins in a row? Like, you guys really could make this run at the end of the season.
Yeah, 100%. And when it comes down to that situation, it's on us, but it's also not on us because we need other teams to win and lose too. So that's the biggest thing about that.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Jamal.